It's Tuesday, so Mike Harrell of Harrell Automotive is with us here on the Blue Couches, answering all of your important car questions for free. Hi, Mike.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back.
Nice to have you. Let's
Thanks.
get right to it. Another two great questions. I own a 2012 Subaru Outback that I purchased new and have always used oil that is a blend. I'm feeling like I want to splurge on that synthetic oil. Is it worth the extra money? Can I switch from the blend that I was using to this fully synthetic oil without any issues? Coming in from Harry.
Harry, well, oil's a big topic, isn't it? Because it's the lifeblood of our engine. Is synthetic oil worth the money? Absolutely. It's a little better product. And if your vehicle is a newer vehicle, and I'd say newer, built after 2000, then it could definitely stand the benefits of a synthetic oil. It's going to lubricate a little bit easier. It's going to cool the engine a little bit easier. I know the oil is not made specifically to cool your engine, but it does have some cooling properties as well. And that synthetic oil is just going to be a little better spend for you than a conventional blend oil.
So
Does
Harry,
the
go for it.
change make it, will that throw your car off at all? Or
That is a common question.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
can go back and forth. You can go from a synthetic oil to a blend to a conventional oil, right?
Yeah.
We can even go a little lower than that blend oil.
Okay.
And it'd be okay as long as it's acceptable for your vehicle to use that type of
Right.
oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would suggest if you can afford it, use the synthetic
go
oil.
for
You're
it.
going to get a little less wear and tear on your engine because of it.
Okay, very good.
like it.
The next question, I want to start now to get my truck ready for winter. I've always had my truck undercoated with motor oil. It works to keep rust at bay, but it's smelly and it's messy. What can I do to protect my truck and not mess up my driveway? Would it help to drive it on a dirt road?
What does that mean? They're
coming in
spraying
from Keith.
oil underneath or what?
In our area, it's very common to take used motor oil and to spray the underside of your vehicle. So the frame rails, the stuff that actually will rust out faster than
Okay.
everything else because it gets all that road salt from the winter. And oil does inhibit rust. It will not stop it, but it'll inhibit that rust. There are better products out there that are maybe a little less smelly or a different smell and stuff that won't drip, that's not messy. We get a lot of complaints from people that do get their vehicle undercoated with used engine oil that it does drip for a few days.
Sure.
And I have heard that driving down a dirt road might help pack some dirt onto that oil and stop it from dripping, but it still smells and it still drips a bit. There are other products out there. There's a product called Crown, which is more of a wax-based. There's another product that we use a lot of, fluid film. It's a paraffin product, so it's made from wool wax. And it encapsulates the rust. It does not drip because it's a wax-like substance. So it's not like a liquid like wool that's going to drip. Yeah.
Interesting.
And it does work much better than used motor oil. It was developed by the United States Navy for some of their vessels.
Okay.
In the
Interesting.
seawater
I
and
didn't
ocean
even know
water,
that
yeah.
that was a thing. I knew that it was important to wash the undercoating of your car, especially in the
all that
winter
salt
with to get
off.
all the salt off.
Yeah.
But that's not quite enough. A coat of
So this
sealant
would be
good.
different. We'd be putting a sealant on and asking you not to use an undercarriage for at least the winter. Because we don't want to spray all that stuff that we just spent some time
Yeah.
and money to put on under your vehicle. Rust needs air to grow, right?
Okay.
Rust uses air. And if we can encapsulate that rust in something like a wax-based substance, then it'll
Okay.
severely slow down that rust.
Are you starting to see a lot of people start to get ready for winter?
It's sad to say,
Yeah.
but yeah, here we are in September, right? About halfway through.
Yeah.
We're looking at October, and Halloween stuff's coming out. And I know the weather's great today,
Yeah.
but it's coming.
But it's going to, and it turns on a dime.
It does,
doesn't
and
it?
we're always so unprepared.
And I really appreciate customers like that are proactive and trying to get stuff taken care of
Right.
before that last minute, right? Before the snowstorm, we want to get snow tires on. Before
I was going to
your
say,
oil
the
change.
big thing is tires.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Before it's an emergency, let's plan and get it done ahead of time. There's less stress. There'll be less issues with your vehicle, and it
less
doesn't stress
weight.
out. Less weight, and it doesn't stress out the auto shop either.
That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Because we're in the business of building relationships, and that relationship has to be good between the customer and the shop, right?
Right.
So it has to be good both ways. We'd like to be able to provide the best services that we can for our customers, and we can only do that if we're given the time
Yeah.
afforded.
How can you
necessary.
eye your tires? Don't you stick a coin in it or so to see if your tread's going to last you through the winter? What
Is that old school?
Is that old school? You know,
And,
That TikTok method.
Yeah, Lincoln's Head, right? I've heard that
Yeah.
a few
Is that what it
times.
is?
I think it's Lincoln's Head or George Washington. I don't know which coin that people use. We measure it. We're gonna use an actual gauge to measure how thick it is in an increment, an inch increment, basically.
Okay.
I think we measure tires in 30 seconds of an inch.
All right, Mike
Yeah.
Harrell from
Yeah.
Harrell Automotive. And again, you can send him your car questions, ask at yououghtaknow.org.
Yeah.
Mike, thanks for
Thanks,
being here.
Mike.
I really appreciate you having us.
Yeah, always great to see you. Even though you didn't bring a dog today, we had kittens earlier, so you're okay.
I was
today.
nervous about that.